What's going on, Team Lethal fans? It's Joe with Lethal Performance here. Today, I've got some more lighting for the Bronco. Now, what I have here today is Baja Designs Squadron Pro S2 Sport Fog Pocket Light Kit. Now, this is made to work specifically with the modular bumper, and it comes with these brackets here that are specially made to fit inside of that pocket there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the individual pods that Baja Designs supplies here with these kits. To begin with, they have their Squadron Pro LED pods here. Now, these are going to be your spot pods, which means that they're going to see the furthest, but they're going to be limited to a certain amount of space. That's okay though, because they also supply these two other different smaller pods, which are going to help see on the other side. These other four smaller pods that come with the kit are their S2 Sport light pods, and you can order them, like I said previously, in a couple different setups depending on how you want the light to project itself. We went ahead and went with the driving combos here, as well as the wide cornering versions. Basically, with the driving combos, you're going to have two different lenses on each light there, and you can set them up to either side depending on how you want the light to project itself, and you can go, of course, play around with it while it's on the truck as well. The bodies of the lights themselves are made out of a powder-coated aluminum. The lenses themselves are made out of a hard-coated polycarbonate, which is fully replaceable along with the lenses inside of the lights themselves. The lights themselves have an average lifespan of more than 49,000 hours. Lastly, all the hardware that is included with this kit is all stainless steel, so you have no worries if and when it's time to service these, take them off, or you're trying to change something up, that they will be stuck on there simply because the stainless steel is going to keep it from rusting or corroding. Since this kit is made specifically for the Bronco, Baja Designs has went ahead and given us a suffice amount of wiring that will work specifically for the Bronco, so overall this install should be easy as cake. They've made us special brackets, they've given us all the wiring, and they've given us an awesome set of lights to go along with it. So in total, this should make for a clean, easy, and successful install at the end of the day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the install, get these puppies on the truck, and show you guys what they're capable of. So there is a little bit of pre-assembly that goes along with these. All you have to do is attach the given brackets from Baja Designs with the custom-made brackets that they also supply with the kit. It's all pretty straightforward and pretty simple. Next, of course, you're going to want to start with the modular bumper on the Bronco itself. Start unscrewing those torque screws there. These should be a T40 Torx bit. Now you can go ahead and install the assembled bracket with the light pods. You can go ahead and install the torque screws that you just took out to hold the assembly in place. And then repeat the same steps on the other side. As you can see here, we still kept the tire straight forward and had no problem sneaking those pods in between the bumper and the tire. Now you're going to want to go ahead and start plugging in the wiring, starting with this splitter here, which is going to link the two most outer pods together. Personally, I find this super nice because it's almost a no thought needed process. Go ahead and do the same with the other side now. You can see here that they use some nice waterproof connectors, so you should have no problems down the road with any water getting in and shorting out the circuits. Next, you're going to want to identify and put aside the harness that's going to connect the two sides together and link them all to one harness. We decided to run the wiring on top of this frame rail here with another OEM harness. As you can see here, indicated, there's a small pocket that you can shove the wires down into, routing them perfectly right out to those corners of the bumper. We will secure this a little bit better here with some zip ties and of course around that main harness there to make sure that it doesn't get out of place. Here's the pocket on the driver's side, just underneath the fender well. Now here's how we're going to run the wiring from that harness onto the wires coming out of the firewall to hook them up to the switches. There's a nice pocket underneath the battery which leads up towards those switches, and it should be a pretty much straightforward shot to those switches. Now, using appropriate tools as seen here, such as the wire stripper and the crimper, you should be able to install butt-end connectors to the harness that's coming from the Baja Designs lights onto the wires that are on the firewall there. You're going to want to identify which switches you want to run these lights. We went ahead and went with switch 4 and 5. Although we double checked to make sure that those wires can actually hold the correct amount of amperage that these lights are going to draw, in which they will. As you can see, Baja Designs has made this install super easy, and you've gained a ton of light at the end of the day. So if you guys have any questions or you want to get a set for your Bronco, feel free to reach out to any one of us here at Lethal Performance. This has been Joe with Lethal Performance, and I'm out.